Welcome to the Cracked Torso Podcast, episode 1. Today we are talking to Joel from Brace Bricks, and this guy's just been really cool. He's been following me since pretty much the very beginning, and he's always commenting on my videos, and he's followed me platform to platform, and I said, I gotta find out who this guy is. I need to know whether he's a stalker or whether he's actually, just being supportive. Turns out he was just being supportive, and I asked if he would do this podcast, and he said yes with much gusto, and it was just a lot of fun to talk to him. We talk fatherhood, we talk earliest memories of Lego, we talk about the most disgusting things we found in a Lego bin. It's just an all-around good time. Hope you enjoy it. Hey, there it is.
There we go.
What's up, man?
Not much.
Joel, right?
That's me.
That's the real name. In my brain, you're still Brace Bricks, so I have to recontextualize it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's me on YouTube, and then TikTok is it's got my actual name. So
I was before we logged in, I was kind of just flipping through your TikTok, and I think you got something good going for you in that you seem very just comfortable with yourself on camera, which is
I try to be. It's
something not a lot of people have,
I'm comfortable talking to people, and then when you talk to a camera, there's no people. So I'm trying to adjust and to be like, well, I'm talking to the people who would watch this, but the anxiety is still there.
My wife's not home right now, but she will be in 10 minutes, and I'm already feeling my brain oh, there's somebody else in the house. I can't.
Yeah, right. Well, that's the thing with my daughter who's 6 and my wife who doesn't engage as much with her face on social media as I do. I always have to make sure I'm either keeping them out of it or doing it if they're not here or whatever, because I want to be respectful of their time and include them in anything I do, especially my daughter. And so trying to find some time to film is I've got half an hour before I have to be at work. I better just nail something out and see what happens.
Yeah. So that's we both have kids, which I think is interesting. Yours is quite a bit older than mine. Mine's only 15 months old.
Oh.
So he comes in here and messes everything up, obviously, but I got these bins that sit too low, and he's mixing them all up, and I was no, I had those organized. But so your kid is showing interest in Lego, already?
100%. Yeah. Cool. She got her first set when she was 3, and it was a friend's set. It was from my sister-in-law, and then we're okay, this is the testing the waters because I like it, and let's see if she likes it. And then it just took off, and we pulled my collection, or certainly some of it, from my mom's house, and then now we're I'm sitting next to just a mess of Lego. It's everywhere.
Yeah, obviously you'll remember her first set, but do you remember what's your earliest Lego memory? I think probably asking what your first set is probably hard to remember, but
I only remember what it is because my mother was very adamant in being that was your first set. You should remember that. I got you that. But no, my first Lego experience was in 1990. It was the red brick container with just basic bricks in it. And then beyond basic system stuff, my first set was Black Monarch's Ghost with the glow-in-the-dark ghost and night. Cool. It was small, but it started the whole thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Were you an only child growing up, or?
No, I had 2 younger brothers.
Okay.
They were into Lego too, yeah.
Yeah, I had an older brother, so a lot of my earliest memories are secondhand, what he played with.
Yeah, right.
So,
well, some of what I even have here is inadvertently I've taken some of my youngest brothers, who's 8 years younger than me, so he was collecting at a time I think I wasn't, and so it's some of the Star Wars sets that I didn't have access to, the Clone Wars stuff and whatnot. So I've sort of inadvertently taken it. I'm pretty sure this Spider-Man stuff's not mine.
Wrong. Yeah. Well, that's an interesting subject too, because there was a definite period where I was I'm too old for this. I'm going to college now. Blah blah. And it took me until my how old am I now? I'm 36, but early 30s to be like, what am I like? This stuff's fun. I need to get
Yeah.
back into it. So, what was your story there as far as like,
Well,
I'm not doing it anymore. I'm gonna do it again.
yeah, I collected until I was probably 23. Like I was living on my own at the time with a buddy of mine, and I had um, a small space available to me, but I also got like cash tips every other week from work. So it was enough to sort of I paid rent with my wages, and then I bought Lego with my tips. And that was in the time of like the original Batman sets.
Mm.
And then when I moved home temporarily, met my wife, and was like, oh, okay, like I have better things to spend my money on. So I stopped then. And then it took my daughter coming along and getting that first set from, like I said, from my sister-in-law that was like, oh, wait, I can get back into this. Like,
Yeah.
I have adult money now.
I don't need to buy groceries. What is this?
It's that.
Do you have like, what's your favorite theme? Right.
Like Lego theme. Well, it's tough. I mean, as a kid, like I was there when Lego Star Wars came out, and that was like a big thing for me. I really liked. I only had like one or two sets, but Space Police, like the original Space Police, I really enjoyed. Nowadays, I'm not huge in like I like Star Wars sets, but it's a lot of gray. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like these days, though, like the superhero sets, when they're a little more varied with like the weird vehicles and stuff like that, I think that's where I'm leaning more towards, because there's so much variety in the characters and everything like that. It's just, I don't know, it just seems a bit more exciting.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people like talk crap about the Lego Friends stuff, but the very few that I've put together, it's kind of like, well, at least it's not gray.
Yeah. I mean, okay. This is my daughter's.
That's cool.
It's super cool. It's like a Ferris wheel. It spins. The buckets are hats. Like I don't know why people dump on Friends. Like,
you know, I don't know. I think it has to do with the minifigures, but I'm like, it's not the first time Lego's done a different minifigure, just Technic and Jackstone. Not that those did well, but
yeah. But Friends just got a complete redesign.
Yeah.
And like new characters and everything. They've aged up the original 5 and brought in so much like diversity and different life experiences to the line. It's a lot better than people make it out to be.
So you're in Ontario, right?
Yes, I am in Muskoka, Ontario, cottage country.
Wow.
Tiny little 18,000 people town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. All I've got is a Walmart and an expensive independent toy store, and occasionally Canadian Tire, but like their selection is not good and their prices are insanely high. They still have video beatboxes that are priced at like $16.99 on sale and $24.99 on their own. It's insane. Like they've been sitting there for I think the last 2 years. So if I want to go like thrifting, I've got a Value Village, but it's a 40-minute drive down the highway. Okay. So yeah, so it's a little tricky. Yeah.
I always feel weird when like, you know, I post these videos of me finding stuff and people are like, oh, my thrift stores only have vases. I'm like, I live in a city of like 6 million people, guys.
Yeah. Well, we used to live in Toronto, but I wasn't doing this sort of thing then. And I'm sure if I had, you know, bummed around Toronto, a couple Value Villages, or even just like the Greater Toronto area around it, I'm sure I would have found something there. But up here, I have a Salvation Army, tiny little like it's my house is bigger than this store, and then we've got a Habitat for Humanity restore, and they've got like good books and stuff sometimes and nice furniture, but that's all they have.
Right. And like conversely, like you posted that video the other day of the Walmart clearance and it was all
Mhm.
super marked down. I was like,
Oh yeah.
that's not going to happen for me. Like that
No.
stuff would have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah, that stuff goes quickly. I'm sure like if I go in there tomorrow, half of it'll still be there.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Well, because they put it in the back of the toy section where like the bikes are, but like around the corner from everything. It's like the last corner you'd expect to find that sort of thing.
Mhm.
And meanwhile, the Lego aisle itself looks like a bomb went off because we just don't have the people to keep up with that sort of thing. So like our January 1st releases, like the TIE Bomber and stuff like that, didn't come out until the end of the month, just because no one was available to work that section, right? So
That's pretty
that clearance, I probably spent too much on that clearance, but hopefully it pays off.
well,
Some of it I'm keeping. So
that's always always a thing, right?
yeah, right.
I found a where is he? I found a Davy Jones the other day, and I was like, oh, I want to keep him.
That's a price one, isn't it?
Hmm?
That's a price you want to know, isn't it? Davy
Yeah,
Jones?
that's over 100 generally.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta feed my family, so
Dang food requirements. I see sometimes when you're like, oh, I found this bin at the thrift store of Lego, and you're like, I spent $150 on it, and I'm like, oh god, ow, I cannot, no. Like I found the one bin a while ago on Facebook that I paid $50 for, and I got lucky on that one because it had 2 sealed Nexonite sets in it, like the little it's single minifigure with like the stand, but it had like those. It had a Minecraft Ender Dragon in it. Yeah, like a go-kart mechanic garage friends set. So that one I got my money's worth. But when you post those haul videos, I'm like, yeah, no, even if I wanted to, I could.
Yeah, it's definitely not like I don't keep a ton of it, honestly. I couldn't keep it all. There just wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I mostly just keep the Star Wars stuff and the occasional classic stuff like a Knights or not, but I have to let it go or I would be dirt poor.
Yeah.
So, what is the grossest or weirdest thing you found in a Lego bin?
I have found Band-Aids.
Classic.
Obviously used Band-Aids. I do not know how that happened. I think there was one with a spider in it. Which like there were bags at the thrift store that I could not even touch because I felt like if I opened them, I would need a tetanus shot.
Oh my gosh.
Because they were just grimy, like someone had like ran over them with their car. Like not even any used item that was particularly gross, but just the Lego, like it had been put through the ringer. You know what I mean? Like
sat in a garage for 20 years and got rainwater on it. And that
yeah.
Do you have any ambition as far as Lego goes of like turning that into a career, or are you just happy being a thing you do?
I would love the idea of a resale store, like brick and mortar. Like I see like on TikTok, on YouTube, people who have like brick and mortar Lego resale stores or brick shops or whatever you want to call them. And I would love that idea. I think that might do well in like our area is very touristy. So that sort of thing in the summer where people can just come in and build and, buy cool stuff, sell cool stuff. I think that would be awesome, 5-10 years down the line. Right now, I'm just building the inventory and seeing what I can get out of it and just mostly having fun with like videos and stuff like that. So somewhere down the line, definitely though, I think a career out of this would be fun because I don't mind. I'm insane. I don't mind retail for some reason. So I'm good at customer service. So I wouldn't mind doing that sometime down the road.
Yeah, I wonder what that feels like, because I have yet to set foot in a store like that. There's a couple of, half-hour drive away from me, but yet to go into one. I wonder what that feels like, just to be surrounded by that all day.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because like I just saw a video this morning of a brick shop in Pennsylvania, I think, and it was just even building to that point just seems like it would be just such an out of this world experience, like being surrounded by that much stuff that you just love.
Mm-hmm.
It would be fun.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's also one of those things where it's like you love it so much. If it truly became everything you ever touched and did, like, would you grow to resent it? I don't know. Like, for a long time, I thought I wanted to be like a video editor, and I finally landed a job, and my boss still watches all my stuff, so you were a great boss. But like, I grew to resent it because it was just like, I thought I wanted it for so long, and then I had it, and then I wasn't enjoying it, and I had to pivot to something else because I was like spiraling into like this severe depression. So yeah. I don't know if that. I don't know if that would happen.
You know what? Like right now, where I'm at, like I work 25 to 30 hours a week. My wife works full time, and I am the primary drop off and pickup person for my daughter at school. I take her to gymnastics and all that. And my job where I'm at, I'm maybe not the happiest person with my career at this point, but I'm extremely content. Like I'm good where I'm at now because I know what it means for my family life and my time to spend on, this sort of thing, really. Like it's so flexible that I'm, like I said, I'm content, right?
Yeah, I'm in a similar situation where I'm the primary caretaker. My wife owns her own business, and she has to like actually leave the house to do it, where I get to work from home. And there was a point not that long ago where we were like, should I just put all this in the background and go get a regular job and keep working on it on the side? And then it was like, I would have to work 6 to 7 hours just to pay for his daycare.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't be making anything extra, really. Yeah. So it's like, well, I might as well just keep doing this and try and get this up to a level where it doesn't feel as much of a strain on us, and just be with my kid all day, which is awesome.
And especially at that age, like you said, 15 months.
Yeah.
Like that age is so formative. I was working when my daughter was that old. I was working full time, and my wife was doing the stay at home thing, and coming home to her and everything like that was so important that I didn't want something that would require outside hours. Like I used to work corporate stuff where, like I used to be a real estate agent for a little bit.
Oh, wow.
And there were days where it would be 9 o'clock at night and a client would say, hey, we need this. We want to put in an offer or whatever. Can you get it done? And it'd be 9 o'clock at night and I'd rush into the office and have to leave them behind. And it's not a good feeling. So now it's a lot better. Like I can be with my daughter. I can support my wife and her career aspirations right now, because she's super happy with what she's found to do. And it's a lot better than where we were even, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, any of that.
Wow. Congrats, man. That's amazing. We don't have to get into therapy time, but I think about
please, it helps. It helps.
I think about when my dad, he would leave for work all day and come home
Mhm.
6:30, 7, and I don't know, I just wonder what I should ask him how he felt about that because you leave in the morning, your kids can't say whatever word or can't do whatever thing. You come home that night and suddenly they're like bottle, like I get to see all those micro changes over time. And
Yeah.
I imagine for him, it was like these huge leaps of development.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, my parents both worked full time, like so. Probably the same. Like I had a babysitter every other day. My dad ran his own business, so he was gone 10 hours a day, like
gosh.
before we left or before we got up and home at dinner time, and then it was bedtime, right? So, yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. I wouldn't trade what we have now for any amount of career success or anything like that.
Yeah. I think there's definitely a generational shift to more of what we're talking about.
Mhm.
The career isn't everything. We'll see how we all feel when we get to retirement age. But
Right, what's retirement?
What's that?
What do you mean by that? I have
what?
no idea.
I'll be 80 years old and still making YouTube videos. Yeah.
Yeah, right. The elderly Lego man.
Wow, that's actually like really weird to think about. But will like Mr. Beast be like 80 and like I paid for 300 people's hip replacements or something.
I wouldn't pass them now, let alone in
I know, right?
You hear today people saying Lego's gotten so expensive, it's getting crazy, blah blah blah. And I think what a lot of people fail to realize is that if you look at the era of that minifigure, the 80s, the 90s, and you look at the sets, they were so much less complicated. And now you look at sets and the part count is 4 times what they used to be. I mean, even that, the Ferris wheel, like this is so broke it. But
nothing but quality from Lego.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm maybe a little abusive of it, but it's so much more intricate now, and you're still getting that 7 to 16 cent per piece rate, and I think it can only go more detailed from here. And yeah, it might get more expensive, but everything gets more expensive.
Oh, do you have a favorite? Before we run out of time, do you have a favorite over there? What's your pride and joy?
Okay, so I mean, Boba Fett, like obviously the classic Boba Fett. It's not the Cloud City one.
Yes, but that's still.
But it's still like it's so cool. And I don't know, like I really liked all the Batman villains from like what was it, 2006, 2007, I think were those sets. But like Two-Face and Joker are like so cool. They're awesome. That sort of style is absolutely my thing. Okay, well here's the question for you. Like okay, so when you're on TikTok and you're on YouTube, who are you watching? We all know I'm watching you. Who are you watching?
I'm really liking Gen X Bricks. His name's Sid. He's almost at 10K followers. He's really close. Similar to you, he's just you never get the sense he's putting on a show.
Mm-hmm.
His video pops up, it's like you're hanging out with him. It's like fun. I really enjoy his. I enjoy Obi-Wan Kenobricks on TikTok.
He's in a similar situation to me. I think his daughter is 7.
Interesting.
Remember right? And just watching that sort of similar dad Lego enthusiast is comforting.
He's just he's a reservoir of Lego knowledge. Like you could ask him any question and he has the answer. Who's the guy that has the giant Lego barn?
D's Bricks.
Yeah, he's fun. I just followed what's her name? Danny. It's like her and her brother.
Yes, Danny Bob.
Yeah, yeah,
I just stitched one of her videos the other
oh,
day.
nice.
It
Yeah.
has 16 views. I don't know what I did wrong.
Sometimes it's like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, she's one of the bigger ones, but I do enjoy her. She's fun. She's goofy. Doesn't seem to take herself too seriously. So
Yeah, right.
yeah, those are probably like how many did I list? 4 big ones. Like I really enjoy when their stuff pops up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
I'll throw in. I know he's one of the bigger ones, but Cool Guy Dom is always very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Although he's so much younger than I am, so it's like oh, hurts a little. Matt Mellish is entertaining. He's a younger guy as well. He does reviews and stuff like that. I like him. I had one, but no, I like all the ones you said. I'm following them. Like Gen X Bricks and Danny. And
thanks so much, man, for everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. It really felt good that you thought of me when you came up with this idea. Like it makes me feel good. Yeah,
I wanted to pay it back in some way, and so hopefully this feels reciprocal.
I like it. Like I know I'm a smaller channel. Like I hit 1,000 followers, and then like just kind of slowly been ticking up bit by bit. But like just seeing what everybody else has accomplished, what you've like accomplished with where are you at now? 23?
20.4, I think.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Like just seeing that and putting that kind of energy out into the world, is especially now when everything is falling apart.
Certainly feels that way.
Yeah, like I'm having fun with it. I hope the people who watch my stuff are having fun with it. I always appreciate seeing everybody else's attempts to have a good time and yeah. So I mean, like I said, I really appreciate you thinking of me.
Yeah, man, of course. And once we get things rolling and I figure out what this actually is, we'll have you back and we'll have another one.
Yeah, man, I'm always down for it. Like my schedule is pretty reliable, and but I can make pretty much anything work. Like don't tell anyone, but I called into work today, so.
This will only go up on the internet for to see.
I won't post that clips.
Well, there you have it. Hope you all had a good time. Hit that like and subscribe button. And I'm really looking forward to talking to other content creators. I think this could be something really, really cool for the LEGO community and the YouTube community. I'm just very excited for it. Catch you later.